All right, guys. Recording has started, so we can start now. Apologies once again. All right. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good. So we ready? Great. So today, like I said, we'll be talking about building personas, empathy mapping, and competitive analysis. Basically, we'll be talking about understanding users and market strategy in product management. Um, does anybody have an idea of what this is about? Anybody wants to give it a go? Yes, please go ahead, Daniela.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good
So
evening,
based
ma'am.
on my understanding, because sorry that I'm just coming in, I was
That's
quite
fine.
busy.
Yes, you were told
So
that.
based on my understanding, because I did some content marketing course sometime, so that's what I'm going to be using. I do because I feel that it's linking.
Yeah.
So I feel exactly building persona. I'll say like a template that is your user. What are your do's and I mean what are the wants of your user? I don't know if I'm communicating.
Yes, please.
Then exactly. Then the empathy map is like you are in the feeling of your consumer, of your user.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. So that's just it. I don't know about competitive analysis, but that's what
All right.
I understand about these two terms.
All right. Thank you very much, Daniela. Very good take. Thank you very much. I like that. I like that analysis. Yes, Oluwatobiloba, please go ahead.
Okay, sir. For me, I think competitive analysis is about is I don't know. I think it's like a data analysis thing where you compare what you are doing. Or how do I say it? Like the is it the value proposition of your own product to the value proposition of another competitor, another brand. It's
All
just
right.
like
Austin, please, can you
for
mute?
example.
Austin, please, can you mute? Austin, can you mute?
Okay. Uh, okay.
All right, Daniela. Toby, can you go ahead, please? Okay, you can go ahead, Daniela.
Okay, so I said competitive analysis based on the little here and there readings I've been exposed to. I think competitive analysis is when you as a PM you try to create a data about your set of futures, your own value proposition for your products, what it brings to the market, and you compare it with what another brand, a similar brand does. It's just like when brand A and brand B produce like a similar product like margarine. So we want to learn, okay, what's the difference? What's the future? What's our own like? What's their own like? And then from that competitive analysis, we see the gap where what there's something missing. Okay, this is what our competition is not doing well. Okay, then where can we step in to do what they are not doing well? From my understanding, I don't know if I'm communicating, sir. Thank
You
you.
are you are communicating. Thank you very much. Great one. Great one. Another person? Someone you raised up your hand before. You still want to talk? Or you will pass?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr.
Good,
Solomon.
good evening, sir.
Yeah, I think the purpose of competitive analysis is just to have an idea on what edge the product you are trying to bring into the market would have over others, over other similar products, and what you can do to stand a chance in the market. I will take this Temu. I'm sure every one of us have had Temu and we might even have an account with them. Temu does something similar to Jumia. And we saw that when they came, based on the analysis they carried out, they started running promos. And these promos attracted a lot of crowd, a lot of, it created a lot of publicity, and we see people even up to now, some people are still signing up on the platform just because they want to benefit from that promo. And these are decisions that carrying out a very good competitive analysis will help you to make as a business that is launching you into the market.
All right. Thank you very much, Samuel. Good one. Thank you, Samuel. Any other person? All right. So let's go ahead. So in our last class that I took, I mentioned something that is, I said something is the holy grail of product management. Can somebody remind me?
Usability.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Usability is the holy grail of product management. So basically, everything about user personas, empathy map, and competitive analysis is just breaking down further to understand our users. In what sense? We're saying that to create successful products, it requires a deep understanding of users. Who has heard of this word, the average user meet? So when they ask you that, what are you building for? Who will say it's for the average user? Who has heard that? Or who is your target audience? You hear things like it's an average, it's for the average user. What do you guys understand by the average user? Is there anything like the average user? Is there really a target audience called the average user? Now let's discuss. I'm with you guys. Why are you guys talk now? Nobody's saying anything. Have I lost you? Can anybody see my screen?
No, we can't see your screen.
Oh, really?
But from my own hand, I think an average user should be like
Sorry, wait.
a
Wait, hold on, please.
percentage.
Ahmed, hold on. Ahmed, even can see my screen.
I can see your screen.
Okay. Ahmed, you
I
cannot see
can't
my
see your screen. Oh, let me
Okay.
check very well. I can't see your screen.
Okay, Samuel also can see my screen.
Okay, I can see your screen. Okay, I can see it now.
All right. Okay, go ahead, Ahmed. Go ahead.
So I think an average user should be like the percentage of users that the particular product is being meant for. Like for instance, let me just say like a suite now. Maybe we actually calculated that, okay, there should be like 50 or 40% of certain people to be making use of these particular products within the market square. So that's just my own knowledge about average users, not the total population of users, like certain percentage. Thank you.
So, all right. So we're not really talking about average users in terms of quantity of sales. We're talking about average users in perception of the target audience. Damila, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. I would say average users are I would say active customer.
Okay. Yes, please go ahead.
I'll just say like active. Those that use the product, like the main users of the product.
I like that. Very well. So that's what your definition of average user is, right? And that's what a lot of us, create as a mental fiction in our head of what user is, of what our target audience is. So we say, who is this product for? Yeah, things like it is for the average user. It's for everybody. Anybody can use it. Ladies and gentlemen, in product management, there is nothing like the average user. In fact, that is why you are doing product management. If you are creating a product and you're creating a product for an average user, take it from me, that product has failed already even before starting. Does anybody want to talk about that one? Or I should go ahead? Okay, let me go ahead. We wasted a lot of time on talking. Yes, please, Mark, go ahead, please.
Okay, it's more like a question. You said something just now. You
Yes.
said when creating a product and you're doing it for an average user, that product has failed already. So my
Yes, sir.
question now is, because an average user is supposed to be like a group of persons that is familiar with this thing that you are doing. So
Yes.
how has the proof when you created it for an average user?
All right. So that's the next thing I was going to answer. And that's why I called it the average user needs. And that's why I am opening, I'm introducing the concepts and the topic with this. So basically, what I'm trying to say is this. The average user needs is a mistaken belief that you are designing for an imaginary typical user that will satisfy most people. So you're trying to create a product for plenty people. In product management, we don't create product from plenty people. We create product for specific needs. So you are creating a product for people that have specific needs. You're not creating product for everybody. So in that sense, the concept of average user cannot fly because it's not possible for you to create product for everybody. Marco, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand me now?
Yes, I get it now.
All right. Because in reality, users have diverse needs. They have diverse behaviors and pain points, which makes it very ineffective to build products based on a single generic persona. Sorry, somebody said something. Let me check. Exactly. It is very common, and that's why I started with it. It's a very common slang, but it's very misleading. And that's why I said that's failed already, because it's going to take you to where you don't know. It's going to lead you to where you don't know. Because there's no way you can build products that is generic. That is why you are doing product management. We don't build generic products. We build products on a need basis. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Toby Lover. Insatiable and different needs. So why is this average user misleading? Like I said, people are unique. And that's the truth. No single user exactly fits the average. Real users, they vary in skills, in goals and preferences and the needs they want. The myth of average user also ignores edge cases. Because what you call average, or what you have decided to label as an average, it means that some people will definitely be outside that scope of average. And God help you, those are your real target audience. Those are the people that actually need your product. It means that you have generalized them. And out of your generalization, you have excluded them. So it goes back to the question. I'm sorry, I forgot the person that asked me that question about user research. That's, it was asking if he's not getting the kind of answers he needs. Who asked him that question before when we started the class?
It's me.
He said what?
I said it's me. I'm the one.
Okay, good. Oh, sorry about that, Marco. Thank you. So you see where that can come out from?
Yes.
Because you have created a user survey that is generic, that is not specific to a particular user, that is not specific to a user that are for your products. So the ones that have the ones that actually have the problem your product is solving, you're not asking them specific questions, you're asking them generic questions. So you have excluded them. So it's looking like you are doing user research, asking questions, but you're not getting the answers you want, or the answers you need, or the answers that tell you anything. Because literally you have generalized them. Also, the average user meets, it hinders innovation. How? Also, when you focus on a generic user, the markets that are on tap, the markets that actually needs. Oh, sorry. Okay, I was saying something else. The markets that are on tap, the markets that actually needs your product, you have shifted the focus away from them to a generic market. Guys, don't forget what we talked about in our first class: problems, needs, value. Do we remember? Your product is not for everybody, it's for a specific need of people, group of people. Once you leave that sphere to start catering to an average user, you start losing that importance, you start losing the relevance. That is why you will see that some ads will not sponsor some shows. Some products or some brands will not sponsor some shows. They will not advertise on some platforms because it's not their target audience. Have you guys started noticing some things now? Before, banks don't get involved in religious programs. They don't even sponsor it. Now, they have started. Partially, stagishly. They find that their users are there. Also, one other major problem of the average user meet is it reduces personalization. Everybody wants something bespoke. Everybody wants something that speaks to them. Everybody wants something that, that is for them, that aligns with them, that talks to them. Once you start making it too generic, it loses that touch of personalization. Guys, this class is too quiet, or nobody's saying anything. Yeah, let's chip in. What do you guys think?
Let me.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So I understand you, and I think based on this you just taught us now, I believe that the average user needs is like an assumption that every product manager or intending product manager should get off their mind. Because first of all, it kills innovation, it
Yes, sir.
kills us being creating products that meet specific users and also create a specific solution in the market. And also it's the average user meets is it's like an idea that makes people or makes a product manager feel like, oh, product can be one size fits all for everybody, which is not true. So it should be something that we don't keep in mind. We should like discard it. That's what I learned
Thank you.
now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tobiloba. Thank you. Yes, I'm communicating. Thank you very much. I wanted to establish that first before we start moving ahead. All right. So any other question? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. You want to add? So I can go ahead. Good.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ogechi. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. From the little you said now, I get to understand that there are some consequences in believing in average user. Like
Ogechi, you are breaking. Is it me or my network? Is it my network or is
product
it you?
decisions,
Can everybody hear me clearly?
miss opportunities, reduce
Okay. Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay. Oinka, can you hear me clearly?
Hello?
Is it my network or Ogechi's network?
Yes, I can hear you clearly, sir.
You can hear you,
You said
sir.
Oinka?
I guess
Okay,
it
can
is
you?
Ogechi's network.
Okay, it's Ogechi's. Okay, Ogechi, you are breaking. Ogechi.
Hello, can you
Yes, we
guys
can
hear
hear
me
you
now?
now. Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, I say some of the from what you said now, I believe there might some of the consequences in believing in average user is something like missed
Thank
opportunities,
you.
poor product
Yes, ma'am.
decisions. It might also waste resources and also reduce innovation.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very correct. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're all very correct. So because of this average user meet, because we as product manager, it's one fundamental factor we need to address as early as possible. And that was why the alternative approach in product management came up, what we basically call user segmentation. So instead of designing for the average for the average users, product managers and UX, those are user experience designers, came up with the concept of user segmentation and personas to account for real user diversity by understanding different groups and products that can be tailored to meet specific needs effectively. And that is exactly what we're doing today. For us to be able to identify our users, segment them, put them into personas, so that we can be able to create products that is tailored to meet their own specific needs. Do you guys understand me? I'm speaking English. I need to break it down further. You can't see my screen again. Okay. Something says you can't see my screen again. Who else cannot see my screen again? Who else can see my screen?
Break it down further, so
Okay. Mary says she can see my screen. Okay. Onyekon, you can see my screen. Thank you. Makwa can see my screen. Okay. Samson, maybe you want to log out and log back in. Okay. Samuel can see my screen. Thank you. All right. So do we understand the concept of user segmentation now, guys? Thank you, Zainab. All right. Please talk. Oh, let me know if you understand. Samuel, okay, thank you. I don't want to be blowing too much of English.
can you go to
Can you replace that user
You said what, Makwa?
the more explicit?
again on that user segmentation again?
Okay, I should talk on the segmentation again. All right. So I said because of the problem. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
All
I
right.
can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Sorry, we're switching power. So because of this concept of this error of this average user mix, there was a need to create an alternative approach. And that alternative approach is what we call user segmentation in product management. So basically, the concept of user segmentation is for PMs and designers to be able to gather users or identify users, but segment them. That is, we categorize them using different categories or segmentations to put them in a category or in a fictitious group. And with those groups, we can now easily target the specific needs of each group and create a solution to each problem of the group. So let's say we have 1,000 pool and we group them. Say, let's pick. Let me say we are grouping people based on their state of origin in Nigeria. So everybody from Lagos State, you are here. Then I now see what product or what problem do Lagos people have that I can solve? Are you guys getting me now? What's one major problem in Lagos? Traffic, Abi. So
Traffic.
yes, so
Yes,
let's
I
say
hear
traffic. So let's see how can I solve traffic? Let's be using drones and human being. Yeah. Let's be using drones that can carry human being. Can do mainland to island under 5 minutes. You know, do you know that if you carry that drone to Ibadan or to your states, it might not work?
Yes.
Because in Ibadan self, you know, some of them, sorry to Ibadan people, they wake up 30 minutes before they resume work, and they'll get to work before before 8. So if they are resuming 8, they can afford to wake up 7:30 and still get to work before them. You know, you cannot, they're not born you to try that one in Lagos. You know. So if me, I create a product and I say, oh, it's for the average user, anybody will use my drone. Then I start selling the drone in Ibadan, where they don't necessarily have a traffic problem, or Abeokuta, no states. You know, I have defeated the purpose of that drone because it's not really solving any problem for them. But if I'm targeting Lagos people, that you know that some of them have to be on the road 4 hours before they get to work. So do you see the concept of user segmentation now? Exactly. God bless your income. Or you start, or say you are doing a ferry app in Ibadan. Is it a LA River you want to put the ferry on? You don't even have, I don't even think I can have waterways where you can put the ferry on there. Do you guys understand the concept of segmentation now? So if you have not segmented my user to know that these users are Lagos based, these are the people that I need to target, I need to market to, that needs to see my ad, that needs to see the proof of concept, that needs to see this MVP. And I'm not showing it to people generally. Maybe I'm showing it to the people in the north where they don't even have water to use ferry or anything, or landlocked towns. I would have exactly wasted the technology, and at times you would think that the product fails or is a bad product, which is not necessarily bad. It's because you have sold those products to your wrong user segment, or you have targeted wrong user, or you have advertised to people that don't necessarily have a need or have a problem that that product is solving. You targeted the wrong others, basically. So that's really the essence of us, or the need for us to be able to segment users. Is it clear now? I hope that example was straightforward. All right, thank you guys. So in essence, we divide a broad customer base into smaller groups. Smaller groups we call segments based on shared characteristics. These segments help businesses better understand their users. It helps them tailor products to specific needs, and it also helps them improve marketing strategies. So what are the types of user segmentation that we have or that we use? Demographic. You can segment people by age, by their gender, income, by their education level, or by what they do. I just give an example of a geographic segmentation now. Lagos, using state where you are based, Lagos State, or wherever you live in, you have the geographic segments, and do by location, climate, people that live in colder regions than drier regions, urban or rural classifications, behavioral segmentations, usage patterns, purchase history, brand loyalty, um, this kind of people, how do they use this kind of things? What are the things they've been buying? Brand loyalty. What brands do they like to use? So for instance, now, I'm a person that I love Apple products. I used to be in fact, at the time in my office, I think our staff strength there was about 30, and everybody were using all Apple products. I was the only person using Windows, and there was nothing in heaven you could tell me then that would make me use Apple, There was nothing on that you could tell me then, and people didn't understand that what power that was what. With Windows, I could have my way. I could, break anything. I don't have to pay for software. I can hack anything. I can do anything by Windows, A lot of things Mac did not allow me. But with time, I started, working with bigger organizations, working with, more structured organizations. And, I worked somewhere that one of the rules is we don't use pirated softwares for no reason. In fact, they can sack you for using pirated softwares. So for anything you're going to do there, you either pay for it or the company pays for it. And I started finding out that Mac is not that bad though. So I traveled once and I tested Mac and I was sold. And then I was coming back to the office and everybody saw my Mac. Everybody just started laughing. What happened? I said I just tested it and it used like go work, And ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking 2014, 2015. And I can tell you since 2015, I've not used any other device apart from Apple products. So if you check my iCloud records, you see, there's a way iCloud lists all your Apple products. I'll show you my wife recently, and I was not wondering, when did I use this one too? When did I use this one too? It was a long list. I was seeing about 30 plus products of Apple I've used between 2014, I started using Apple, and now. So if you're going to put me in a segmentation, and you put me in a segmentation of Windows users, cannot sell your product to me because you have lost me. I'll give you a very good example again. So I'm a gamer, so I like gaming, but very intelligent game. So I belong to a community of football managers, people that play football manager, and there are mods we do and things like that. Because I use Apple products, all my mods are Apple based. So when we share tactics and we share things, and people are seeing my UI and they're looking, how did you do this? How did you do this? How do you do for us? How do you do for us? And I ask them, the first question I ask them, what do you use, Windows or Apple? I say it's Windows. Sorry, I can't help you. If for any reason Football Manager creates something that I cannot use on my Apple, they have lost me as a customer. Because it is not strong enough to take my loyalty away from Mac to Windows. Are you guys getting me? I'm not just telling you these stories, though. I'm giving you these backgrounds to make you understand how people make decisions and why it is needed for user segmentation. So Football Manager knows that today, if they are creating any mods or they are creating any updates or anything, it must work for both the Windows people or the Mac people. Because I'm not going to spend $60 on a software that I can't use on my Mac. Also, I'll give you this very good example. February 14th was my wife's birthday, so thank God for wisdom. I always put everything together with Valentine, and she has been shouting, I want this, I want this, I want this, and she got her a Mac. She's a strong Windows person. She has been shouting, no, I cannot use it, I cannot do it, I cannot do that, I don't know, you teach me how to use it, The first day, she was complaining. Second day, she came back from work. My colleague said this thing is fine, looking like it's working and everything, and it's not bad though. I think I like it. And I started thinking that, do you want to go back to your Windows? Should I sell it? No. Let me use it for 1 week and see. Well, till now, we know the rest is history. What am I bringing out from this? If you as a product owner, if you as a product manager don't know how to categorize your users based on their needs, based on their influence, because what I just did was because of my brand loyalty and because she trusts me that, okay, my husband is a tech guy, I will trust what he says. That if he says I should get this, okay, let me get it. I can easily pitch to someone else to use this product, and she would drop what she believes is good or is working for her to something that she believes is harder, but she's beginning to acclimatize to see that, they're fine, Lothar, it's fine, it's nice. Let me to join the wagon of Mac users. Are you guys getting it? So it now comes back to what I was saying the other time, your type of users, where you have core users or power users. I am a power user for Mac. Anything Apple, just come and meet me. Anything. So it means I've gotten to a state that I can also influence others and put them up. That is a segment on my own. So the way you will sell products to me is different. You won't sell products to me like someone maybe like my wife that just started using Apple. That doesn't know whether, okay, is this nice or is this nice? Or just, well, it's working, or just leave it like that. Are you guys getting me? Are you guys seeing the essence of you being able to segment your users now? Because the kind of ads you would tailor that I must see or that I must experience, it's not the same kind of ads you would tailor to someone that's just using it. That's talking about behavioral segmentation. We also have psychographic segmentation, lifestyle. I'll use Apple again also. I was in a class of designers, product designers. I was taking them on a strategy session. And you know one thing that jumped out? They said when they go and pitch to businesses, once business see that it's Mac that they show like this, they're ready to pay any money. They can start charging them properly. But if it's Windows, just feel like we can price this person, it's just all coming. Perception. I'm not saying anyone is better now. Because the Apple lifestyle, the Apple brand sells a lifestyle. It sells a culture. A culture of what? Only bad guys use these things. Only big boy professionals use these kind of devices. So their rates are higher. Another segmentation. I was talking about thank you, Toby, the rich and the bougie. I was talking about my wife that she's an entry-level Mac user. Our adoption level is low. That's another segmentation. Now, if you go back, I said, why was I using Windows then? I could modify my system anyhow I want. Any software, I'll find crack for it anywhere. So I don't used to pay for software then. That is a need for me. So in that period of time, this software is nice, this software is nice, this software is nice. You never see me go near, I want to buy software. Is to find where we'll crack it. That's always been my game. That is needs based. So I'm using this example for you to see that, based on different character or different, level of needs or different shows of life, you can use to segment people. Then you can use that to target or tailor products to their specific needs. Okay, someone is asking for the attendance link. Jamila, please, can you help us share the attendance link? All right. So can I go ahead? Do we get it? Or do you want us to do more on this? All right. So we go ahead. So earlier I was talking about the user types. So for products, basically you have the casual user. These are users with very low engagements. Maybe they use your products probably maybe once a week or maybe once in 2 weeks. Then you have the core users. These are people that use your product maybe 2 or 3 times in a week for something. Then you have power users. These are people that use your product every day. So these are people that that other users, other casual users and core users can go to them and say, this thing that you're using, how do you use it? How do you do it? How did you do this stuff? And that's where I was saying that, they have a level of influence over the others, or the people that have not even entered your engagement flow at all. The people here that are still on zero, that have not entered the engagement flow, they have the power to influence them and drag them in. And that's what I did with my wife. All our friends were saying, no, don't buy this, don't buy that. No, you can't use it. In fact, I had a friend that told her that she has a MacBook. She has not used more than 10% of it before. There's no point. Well, it's easy for my wife. I only just to decide. It wasn't her money, so the point there is the fact that a power user could influence somebody that was on the zero level to be a casual user. Now, get this, guys. At that point, my wife was not even a target user. She was not even a target audience. Because for her, Mac was a no-go. But a power user, not even the company, not Apple, was able to influence her into the field. So it means that the way you target each of these people, they are different because their use level, their influence level, their interaction level, their engagement level are all different with the same product. Am I making sense, guys? So these are all levels of segmentation for a product. And as a product manager, one thing you must be able to carry every single time is to know who are your casual users, who are your core users, who are your power users. Because every time you fail not to be able to attend to them, you start losing markets. Look, I can get. All right. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, I think my network chipped there.
It is better now. It is better now.
All right, awesome. So we all understand the concept of power users, core users, and casual users. Good. So any questions, addition, subtraction? Why don't you add anything, chip anything in? Yes, to be please go ahead, please.
Okay, so Mr. Kolumi, from your explanation about your type of users that we have. So is it safe to say that once we recognize the type of users that we have, is it safe to say that power users are more like they can also be like strong brand advocates for your brand or your products?
Yes. So for someone to daily connect with your or use your product, that's a strong user for you, or a strong advocate for you. You know, it simply means that person is as that person has gotten to a level of proficiency to understand your product and to be dedicated to your product daily. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Yes, it does. It does. So, but I also have another question, sir. So, if
Yes,
we,
please.
as a product manager, we realize over time, like let's say, for example, that all of us are like working already, and then we recognize like our core, or let me say our power users. Okay, is it okay as a product manager to like how do I say encourage gifting power users? Like okay, like you now you like Mac products and all that. If the owners of Mac should know that oh Mr. Pelumi here in Nigeria loves Mac products, just an example, and all of
Yes.
that, and is a power user and all of that. Is it okay to like encourage gifting to power users to actually increase the just like a marketing strategy to increase word of mouth
Yes.
referrals and also yeah
So
something like onboarding and all that.
definitely. So when you see companies do things like they do referral code and things like that for bring one, you know, you get 20% discounts, you know, or when people that register with your referral code, when they register, you get free subscription and things like that. Those are marketing strategy for a particular segment of users, you know, because they know that the more these people go higher, the more people they drag people in, the more they can help them drag people in. What they're basically doing is creating a marketing strategy for a particular audience. Now, also understand that definition of power users and core users and casual users will be different for each businesses. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So for some people, their power users are people that at least they use their product once a month, depending on the type of product. For some people, it might be every day. You guys get me? So, do you understand now?
Yes, I do. I do, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. So moving on, in the absence of nothing, no more questions. So how do we truly know what users want? And that's the essence of this course. So product teams must now rely on structured frameworks like users' personas, empathy mapping, and competitive analysis to bridge the gap between business goals and customer needs. User personas, they help us define our ideal customers based on data and research. Empathy mapping provides insight into users' thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, allowing us to use those thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to design user-centered products for them. Competitive analysis, it helps us understand the strengths and weaknesses of competitors so we can position our products effectively. So it helps us know where your competition is doing well, where they are doing bad, where they need to improve, where they are losing money, where they are losing market, and all of that. And it helps you as a competition to position. So to answer your question, Mary, um, what tool can we use to track these users? So, all right. So depending on your product operation system, there are plenty tools. You can use Mixpanel. You can use Zoo Analytics. You can use what's this other products. I think I even use some level of product board. So it's really depending on you as a user and the product operation system you follow. Mary, does that answer your question, Mary? Yes, you can use Zoo. There's a Zoo tool called Zoo Analytics. You can use that. You can use both Zoo Analytics and Zoo CRM. Very solid, very good. I use it for one of my products. So guys, let's discuss. Think of a product that failed because it didn't understand its users well. And two, what challenges do team face when trying to understand their user? What challenges do you think they face? Then what products do you know failed because it had the wrong user or because they didn't understand their user? Well, let's talk. The floor is open. Some people have not talked today. Oh. Let me start calling names. Juliana, you have not said anything today. Samson has talked, Toby has talked, Ahmed has talked, Bumi, Sharon, Steven, Vicky. All right, guys, well, let's talk. Nobody's saying anything now. Oh yeah. All right, Christiana Ahmed. Oh yeah, I start calling him. Christiana Ahmed. All right, Maria, can yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I would say trade. Trade
Trade.
that, yeah, that wanted to kind of copy Twitter or something. You know, they had this, when this for happened, they had this influx of users and all that. But at the point, everything just died down. Like, no one is basically going back there.
Like
So,
everybody got bored of there. Very correct. Very correct. Good. So why do you think, or what challenges do you think teams face when trying to understand users? Samuel, you were saying. Okay. So you think users don't know what exactly they want. I agree. Fatima said to go up. Very true. But don't you think to go is a more of a geographical or regional issue? Because I think a lot of Asian countries still used to go. I think it's just us in Africa that stopped using it. What do you guys think? All right, now you guys talk now. Nobody's quiet. Or let me ask you questions. Let me ask you a question. Let me piggyback a bit. So since you started this course, has your idea of product management changed, and what changed? Samuel, yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to say that to go, in my opinion, I don't think to go failed because it not understand its user. I think why they failed was because they they refuse to adapt with the changes in technology and trends and recent trends. not necessarily because they do not understand the users. Because before other social media platform came up, to go was actually doing well. I remember back then it was like a competition within my friends. Oh, who will get to what is the highest level now first and all that.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you very much. Xander, people still use Xander now, Abby. Or is it me? Xander, yeah. People still use Xander now to transfer. Some people still use it. But I think with technology has made Xander up. With the advent of Bluetooth and
Infrared as well.
infrared and everything, you know. Yeah, people still use Xander. I know some people see. I've seen some people use Xander recently. All right. So what challenge, guys? What challenge do
People
you
still
think?
use Zenda, and
Yeah, okay, you go ahead, please.
I'm trying to correct
Okay.
Fatima. People still use Zenda, and transferring files. They're all
All right. Thank you, Gichi. Good.
other things.
All right. All right. So, guys, what are the challenges you think some teams face when trying to understand their users? Someone said users don't know what exactly they want. I agree with you. A lot of users are confused. It increases the confusion of product managers too. But that's a major one. Guys, we are so quiet in this class, so I'm getting scared.
Oh, okay. Like somebody rightly said, most of the times we have different users with different ideologies about how a product should be. So because somebody is demanding for a voice note, why somebody is saying they don't like the voice notes to be there. Just for example, like maybe WhatsApp, for example. So there was a time they were testing an option of a voice notes on the status. Meanwhile, some people they don't like the idea. What is the essence of it? And then there was a time they introduced channel. Even when they introduced the channel page, I think for now, as at now, I have not even joined the channel, any of the channel, because it doesn't make me to see most of my status at the moment. So there is a lot of confusion between what user wants at times and what they need to build on.
Thank you very much, Samson. Thank you very much. So, Bilaba said dynamic user needs. Very correct. So, Bilaba, yes, please go ahead. Or please go ahead.
Okay, sir. For me, I think one of the reasons why um the product team sometimes struggle to know what users need is also biased. I don't know. For me, I feel like just like what you said, the average user needs. If one is not careful, one can easily fall into this bias understanding that, oh, okay, we have a product, especially when you already have a product like WhatsApp, just like what Olushola said. Um, some people said, okay, voice note. Some people said they don't want the voice note option. At the same time, WhatsApp might be creating updates that probably they've not really tested as much. And they just feel like, oh, maybe because their competition, which is Telegram, has this new feature, oh, they should also integrate it. So for me, oh, speaking for myself, I think it might be biased.
Good. 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 When you go, yes, please go ahead.
That was a mistake, sir.
Okay, all right. All right. That's fine. All right. So we're all very correct. Lydia, yes, please.
I wanted to contribute and say changing user needs. Sometimes the user may change their preferences due
Yeah.
to due to changing market trends, maybe something of that sort.
All right. Thank you very much for that feedback. All right. All right. So let's move on. So with that, let's discuss these frameworks: the user personas, empathy mapping, and competitive analysis. So we'll start with user persona. So what is a user persona? Who is going to help us? What is a user persona? Yeah, my chat GPT people. Lydia, you can put down your hand, Lydia. Yes, Juliana, please go ahead.
Okay, so a user persona is. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, clearly. I can hear you, ma'am.
Oh, okay, sir. So a user persona is like a fictional representation of the user you're trying to create a product for. So your user persona consists of like a name, maybe a fictional name, doesn't necessarily have to be the user's name, their motivation, their goals, their frustration, what they would like or what they dislike, and all of that. So it's just like a fictional character to like put a description to the user you're trying to create a product for. I don't know if that.
All right, thank you very much. Very correct. You're very right. You're very right. User persona is a semi-fictional representation of an ideal customer. It's not real. It's not real, but it is based on real data and research. So even though you're creating a fictional character in your head, you're not just creating something from the blues. You're creating something based on data and research. Please don't let's miss that part out. So you don't just you want to create a persona. I like the name Pelumi. My persona will be named Pelumi. You need to really know. So I mean, let me use this example. This is not me trying to be religious or trying to, So it's like saying you are selling a Christian app, or you are selling a Christian product, and you say your user persona is Kudus or Abib. You guys get it? So even though you're going to create a fictional representation, it has to be based on data and research. Does Kudus use this kind of app? Will Abib use this kind of app? It helps teams to understand their user needs, their user behaviors, their user motivations, and pain points. It also helps in guiding product design, marketing, and business decisions. So, what am I saying? What kind of app will Kudus use? How do you market this kind of app to Kudus based on his religion if it's a religious app? Or what are the kind of business decisions that you need to take, to engage somebody to use a religious app? So that when you are selling themselves, when you are selling these products, the perception or the image a user has in his head is someone like a Kudus. I want to be someone like a Kudus. That is what persona does. It helps amplify the brand presence or the promise of value that brand presents. And how is your persona showing that promise of value? Do we get it? Do we understand? I need your feedback, guys. Nobody saying anything.
So,
Yes, please go ahead.
yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, thank you, guys. So what are the key components of a user persona? So if you are creating a persona, what are key things that must be in the persona? What are the key things that will show in the persona? What are the important things that the persona must show? Basic information: a name, fiction, age, job, title, and where's this person based? Remember our Lagos and Ibadan analogy. Demographic. What gender is this person? What's the education level? What's the income bracket? How much does he earn? Psychographics. What are the things he's interested in? What are the values? What are his lifestyle choices? Some people, they will never drive a Toyota. If it's not a V6, there's nothing you can tell them in this life. It must be a V6, big engine that make noise. Them pa, 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 pa. If you're going to sell an inline four to them, you're just wasting your time. What are the goals and motivations of this your character? What drives the user's behavior? What moves the user? What are the pain points of this persona? Behavioral traits. How do they interact with technology and products? Platforms. Where will you find them on social media? What kind of phone do they use? Is it mobile? Is it desktop? Or their purchasing habits? These are things that must be contained in your user persona when you're writing your persona out. Any questions, guys? Are we good? All right. Thank you, guys. So why are user personas important? It is important because when we have a persona and we are designing, it helps us align with the fictional needs of that user. This kind of user that I have created, what kind of designs do they like? Or what kind of problems are they having? So when you're making designs, it aligns because we have a target in our mind when we are doing our design. It also improves marketing strategies because we are targeting our messaging and campaigns. We know who it is going to. We know what they are saying. We know how they want to talk. We know how they are interacting. It's directly straightforward. It helps in decision making. It helps us prioritize product improvements because you know what your user wants. Your persona helps you tell you what is important to your user. And also, Chidamila, can you mute, please? All right. It does promote empathy because it encourages teams to think from the user's perspective. So you start seeing from a user need perspective, so opposed to what I think this user needs or what I think I like. Do we get it? Good. So I'll show you some types of personas. Can you all see my screen clearly? No, in Yolua, it is fictional, but it's not based on real story. It is based on real data. It's based on real data and research. In Yolua, do you get that now? It's not based on real stories. It's based on real data and research. Thank you, Yolua. Good. So can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Good. Samson, thank God. I don't have first said yes, sir. Don't let me pick on you so that you'll be the first person now. I want you to interpret this persona for us. But something that said yes, sir, first, so I'll call you. I know you will say first yes, sir, again next time.
Okay.
Let's give it a try. All right.
Okay, like this persona that was created. This is a 28 years old single person. You've changed the slide.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Okay. As the name suggests, this is Alisa. I think she's a female by the name, and she's an interior designer and a single, not yet married, and 28 years old. Brands, she's mostly mobile, as in mobile friendly, like she works most of the times on her phone. And then brands she has worked with Pinterest, Etsy, House, and the rest. So her personality is
Sorry, those are
she's
actually those are brands that she uses, not work with.
okay, brands she uses. So um think that's all I can say for now.
Anyone else wants to go take a try? Nobody else wants to try again. I've been talking since morning. Should I start calling names? Somebody build me out now, please.
Yes, sir. So from here we can see the components of the user persona you mentioned. You can see her basic info in her bio. You can see her demographic. She stays in New York. Psychographic, the things she interacts with, her motivation, the brand she interacts with, her preferred channel, and it also shows us her frustrations. Now, from this frustration, we can empathize with our user, just like you said when you were mentioning the importance of user persona. From our frustrations, we can put ourselves in our shoes and design a product that will meet her needs. And we also see her goals and what else is here, and her personality.
All right. Thank you, Samuel. One more person. Any other person? All right, nobody. All right. Thank you, Samuel and Samson. All the Sams. All right. Basically, this is the product we are seeing, and this persona is called Alisa. Meaning what? She's an interior designer. Yeah, she's 28 years old. She's single, not married. She's a bit extroverted. And definitely she has to be very creative because she's a designer. She's very active. And she's more fickle than loyal, which means what? She's not the one that would stay too much with a brand. If you mess up, she's moved up fast, because she's ambitious. She wants to make things happen fast. She's free-spirited. It's part of her activism. So she's there. It means she's not the type of user that will be loyal with a product that is not serving her. Are you guys getting this? Are you guys seeing this? What motivates her? Designer products. So you know what you're selling to this kind of person. Eco-friendly products. So you're not going to be selling products that, that is affecting the ecology of the environment. Cheap products. She's very social. So you're looking at somebody that will talk about your product in the market. Convenience. She wants a product that is easy for her to use. She doesn't want a product that she has to start Googling YouTube to do DIY. And she has been practicing interior design for a long time. She practiced to the point that she has become a master in it because she went for a master's in it. So it means what? You are looking at an industry professional. So this target audience is saying that you're not just looking for people that just come in. You're looking for people that, that are seemingly well established in their trade. That is the interpretation of that bio. Don't forget, it is a fictional character, but it is based on real data and research. So the research we are looking at is to say that we are looking for users that are not entry levels. They have gained a level of mastery in their trade. They like designer products. They are extroverted. They are creative. They are ambitious people. Yeah. Next thing. What's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? There are people that, the channel you find them up is their mobile. So if you don't have a web app, you are Johnson. You must have an e-commerce store. You must have social media accounts because that's the way they will interact. Because they are very social people, the only way they will recommend is via social networks and maybe word of mouth that you may not know. It is important for them that whatever product you are giving them, they can personalize it to their lifestyle and to the way they want. Our goal from our ambition is to grow a strong industry reputation. She wants to be known. She wants to be known, should be a brand name in the industry. Remember, like we said, not entry-level people. Somebody that is a master of our trade, is our trade. She wants to build relationships with long-term clients. She wants to get more leads and grow her businesses. What are her frustrations? She hates getting poor results from marketing efforts. She hates competing with more established designers that are bigger names than her. Keeping in touch with clients and prospects. All right, guys. So with this persona that we have created, what type of product do you think will fit this persona?
E-commerce.
God bless you.
Amen, sir.
That's one.
A marketing campaign product.
What type of marketing campaign product?
Social media marketing campaign products.
Good. Good. What type of marketing campaign product?
So, Mr. Pelumi, we cannot hear you, sir.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
All right,
Think
sorry.
mistake.
Yes, we can, sir.
Yes, I think my network was switching. All right. All right. So, Tobiloba, you're putting your hand. You wanted to say something?
Yes. So I think this lady also needs how do I say it? A communication product. Let me just say it in basic form that I can say it. Yeah. She needs a social media, obviously, a technology or a product a digital product rather, that can help her make keeping in touch with her clients or her customers easy. Maybe something that automates how she like how does it automate communication with her clients. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much. Any other person wants to chip in? Yes, please. Go ahead. Adaobi, go ahead,
So
please.
I'm thinking that from my own point of view, getting poor results from marketing efforts, one of our frustration, like not everyone, like some people do think that they are trying their best in marketing, but not everyone. Maybe she's not that good in marketing. Maybe she should try how do I say she should try having more marketing skills or learning marketing skills or taking courses, I don't know, or an ebook or a product can be sold to her concerning marketing, and she try because the way I'm seeing it, like she doesn't have the skill of marketing at all.
All right. That's a nice perspective. Um, but I'll look at it this way that um, the product that this app represents is a product that will make marketing easy or that can guarantee results from marketing efforts. Samuel, yes, please go ahead.
A
Adaobi,
product can also be a service. So if we are looking at the product in form of a service, then I think she needs a brand designer.
okay, okay, okay. So, guys, don't forget, this is a fictional character, but it's based on real data and research. Yes, Tobiloba, please go ahead.
Okay, so I would like to know why Samuel said she needs a brand designer actually. And two, I feel like this lady needs maybe a social media app like Instagram. Why I'm saying this is because if she's actually struggling with marketing, probably she needs a digital marketer that will help her optimize maybe Instagram ads to make her more seen or stand out than our competitors. And also maybe automate something, how do I say it, automate our response time to our clients or somebody that would be using that same platform. I believe she needs a product that would provide the solutions of um, getting results from marketing, from my marketing efforts. And the same product will also help her bridge the gap in with her competitors that will give her an edge to stand out. And the same products would also still provide a solution whereby it will be easy for her to maintain communication with her clients. But I also like to know why Samuel said she needs a product designer. Thank you.
So let me ask a question, guys. In this persona, what is real? What's fictional? Guys, talk now. Tobiloba, what's real? What's fictional? What's real? What's not real?
Is that telling me we're thinking actually, we're protecting.
Sir, what is
So
real
let me
there
ask
is
you,
that the lady happened to be a product designer.
she's not a product designer.
Oh,
She's an interior designer. Well, I think
Interior
everything
designer,
here is
oh,
exactly.
sorry.
fictional, apart
Okay,
from her
motivations.
goals
Okay.
and frustrations.
Thank you, Samuel. Whether she's an interior designer, it really doesn't matter because it's fake. It is fictional. What is real here are research and the data. The persona itself is not real. Alisa itself is not real. So it doesn't matter whether she's an interior designer or she's married or anything. And what real data is here is simply saying that you have a person that this is your product. You are selling it to a person within this age range. So this person might be between 25 to 35. 1 minute, guys. Sorry. My extended screen just went off. Okay. Maybe between 25 to 35. You know, she lives in a fast moving world, ambitious, because she's moving in a fast moving world, she most likely was going to be mobile. You know, as a person, you are looking at a user that has attained some level of mastery in whatever she does, whether it is interior designing or product designing and everything. She's not entry level. That is who your product is for. And what need or what value does your product selling? Guys, this is where we now come to the frustrations and goals. Your product will help her grow a strong industry reputation. It will help her build relationship with long-term clients. It will help her get more leads and grow her business. That is the value your product is providing. That is the research and data of what your product is doing. Guys, are we getting it? Am I speaking it? How does it do
Yes,
that?
sir.
It helps increase our marketing effort. It helps to get good results or high results when she does marketing. Your product will help us stand out in the market. People will know her more. And it will help her get more clients and prospects because it puts her more on social networks and real life. So what am I saying? If you're analyzing this persona, I'm saying you're creating a product that helps leverage marketing. It helps you leverage social networks to build reputation. Those are features of your product. It helps you manage clients. Maybe that's some level of CRM, customer relationship management, to help you build relationships with long-term clients. At the same time, it helps you capture leads that can grow your business. Guys, am I making sense? Are we saying what I'm saying? So don't mix it up with the person. Don't forget, needs, value. Adab, yes, go ahead.
Sir, please, I have a question. You said something
Yes,
about the
please.
frustration part. So, like, are we creating a product based on the user's frustration? Because you're saying something like the products, like we have to create a product that will help her in marketing and everything. So, just like, are we creating a product for everything, like about our frustrations? Though that's what I want to know.
Yes, any product you create that is not fixing a problem is not a product, in my own opinion. Any product you are creating must be a solution to a problem. Those frustrations are problems. How it is going to be created, or how you are going to sell it to her, or how you are going to get her on board is our motivations. It means the product must have very good UI because she's a creative person. It must be eco-friendly. The product, your product must not be causing another nuance in the ecology. She must be able to personalize it. It must be cheap for her. It must be convenient for her to use. And she must be able to share it, her posts, and how she's using it on social media. Guys, are you getting all these links?
Yes.
Adabi, does that answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good. So don't let's forget the real versus data and research. When you see a persona, what is important for you to pull out is the data. All those names and everything, yes, it is good to have an emotional perception of what you think your user looks like. But deep down, that emotional perception is what your data is saying. As good PMs, it's very important you know how to understand and report data. Very important. Because that's the core of your work. So moving ahead, so let's discuss this persona. Who wants to build the cat this time? It's like we'll turn it to assignment too. Are you guys also studying it? Yeah, let me give 2 minutes to study it. I study. 2 minutes. Is anybody ready? Will you convert it to assignments? Nobody's saying anything, no. And I'm scared. Like you guys are not getting this idea or concepts. Okay. Are you guys ask questions? Can anybody hear me? Don't worry, I won't
Yes,
call
we
the
can.
person that said.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
Ahmed.
sir.
All right, good.
Yes, sir. Let me
So
try.
you
Let me try this. Okay.
thank you, Ahmed. Yes, please go ahead.
All right, sir. So from this persona, so I can deduce that Jane happened to be a UX designer, and from the look of things, she has been practicing that from her childhood age, where she happened to be designing for her parents to see, her classmates and the likes, and that's really makes her to be a born designer. That's to me. So from from another angle, she's a passionate someone and someone that has an empathy for any kind of product she's trying to design, and she's eager, curious, and adventurous. So, and beverage brands happen to be Facebook, LinkedIn, and Coca-Cola. So the main pinpoint, I can see here that there are too many tools that forces her to spend time learning on them. So I think these are the little things I can really, okay, on her personality. So she happens to be an introvert to some extent. So analytical to some extent, and she's time rich, also organized, and someone that is independent. That she can easily just work without any kind of with low supervision. So in a nutshell, so we can regard her as a born designer. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you, Ahmed. Samuel, coach, you go first before the other Samson.
All right, sir. So, Jane Doe would actually need a product like Zoho because her number one pain point is too many tools that forces her to spend time learning them. So, just like you explained in our last class, towards the end of the class, that there are so many product management tools, but Zoho has been created to bring in all these different functions and processes into one. And I think a product like Zoho will really help user personnel. And also, whatever product will be creating should come with a tutorial on how to use it, because from what I read, she's not someone that likes trying things on her own. She just wants step by step instructions on how to use whatever product she'll be using, and it should be simple and intuitive, not something that will be so difficult for her to understand, something that will be easily grasped. And whatever product will be produced for, since she's a case study of the numerous users, I think the product will be using will be designing, I mean, will be majorly for UX designers.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Samuel. Samson, please go ahead.
Okay, what I want to, the example I want to bring out from this personal, Samuel already discussed it. That's a tool that can do multiple things at a time. This personal she needs a tools that she'll be able to design seamlessly and not stressful for her to manage her times and being able to focus on some other things. And most importantly, she needs a product that when she uses it, she is able to communicate to the researchers and engineers. They were able to see what she's trying to do immediately she's using the products. So she needs a tools that can actually give her necessary feedback if these things can work or not. So that is our main needs and pinpoints about the product where she needs. So a tools that can communicate what she really wants to the researchers or the engineers or the backend developers, as it may.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Samuel and Samson. That's exactly where I'm going. Don't forget, the persona is not about the person; it's about the product. The persona is a fictional representation of the product's user. So when you see personas or when you're writing personas, you are writing it with the product behind it, with the research and data behind it. What kind of product is Jane Doe using? She's looking for a product that would help her express her creativity. At the same time, she wants to be able to create designs and patterns on the go without spending too much time trying to learn. And at the same time, it has to be a product that, as she's doing, people can comment. Guys, what products comes to your mind here? What product do you know now that fits this kind of persona?
I think Figma. I'm not sure.
God bless you. Thank you very much. Figma. As a matter of fact, this persona is a Figma persona. You guys get it now? You saw the way I broke it down. Are you definitely that this is Figma? So guys, don't forget, when you're creating personas, the product is behind. You are selling the products. What are the needs of these products? What are the benefits of these products? Those are what factors into the pain points, the needs, and the goals. Should we try one more? Yes, please, Ahmed, go ahead.
Sorry, sir, I have a question. So
Yes,
how
please, go
can
ahead.
we quickly identify that this particular personnel happen to be a Figma product?
All right. So flip that question. What we're doing now is a bit of reverse psychology so that you can understand the concept of user persona. You're not going to be placed in any situation where you have to start interpreting user personas. Don't forget, user persona is not an external document, it's an internal document for the product team. It's a document that is showing every member of the product or everybody that has a value chain process of that product who the user is. So it helps them know how to communicate with the user how to engage with the user, the fictional user. So I just went from the back to the front so that you understand the concept of user persona. As a PM, when you are creating a user persona, you are telling everybody from marketing to sales to social media to everybody that's going to do anything on that product to know that whenever you are engaging with this product, this is the person you should have in mind. I mean, do you get that?
Yes, sir.
So nobody's going to be asking you to interpret personas. I'm just going the way back front so that you understand the concept behind creating personas and the need for personas. Lydia, yes, please go ahead.
Sorry, it was by mistake.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's try one more. Is this clear enough? Even me, I can't see it well.
No, sir. Tiny.
Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. So we'll just move on from this because even me, I can't see it well. When I downloaded it, I didn't check the quality. Actually, it's very all right. So we'll just move on from there. So yeah, first assignment. Dami, is Dami in class? Onye Consola? Okay, Dami is in class. Okay. So the first assignment, Onye Consola. So based on
Yes, sir.
all right. So the first assignment for the day, based on a fictional product. Again, it doesn't have to be a real product. And if you want to pick a real product, it's fine. Create 3 user personas for that product. 3 types of user for this product. So I can say, let's say, create a persona for a casual user, for a core user, and for a power user. Do we get the assignments? Do we all understand the assignments? Good, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So moving ahead, what is empathy mapping? Anybody wants to give it a try? Anybody wants to give it a try? All right. Empathy mapping is a collaborative tool used to understand users' thoughts, their feelings, their behaviors, and their motivations. It helps teams build a deeper connection with their audience by visualizing how users interact with a product or service. Do we get that? Good. Thank you, guys. So, an empathy map typically consists of 4 quadrants. What the user verbally says. What is the user thinking? What are their thoughts and concerns? That is a problem that your app fits. What are their actions and behaviors? That is a problem for them that your app meets. What feelings do they have that they need answers to that your app provides? Am I communicating, guys?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So what are the advantages of empathy mapping? It helps us and all right. It helps us enhance user understanding. It provides deep insight into users' emotions and decision-making processes, how they make decisions, how they make choices. With this knowledge, it helps you position your map, your app, or your products as an answer to that emotional choice or decision. It helps create intuitive and user-friendly experiences. So you won't waste time creating what is not speaking to a user. It encourages collaboration across product design and marketing teams. So different people are not saying different things. Everybody knows why we are doing this. Everybody knows the communication language we are picking. Everybody knows the communication style we are picking with this. It easily helps identify pain points. It also helps strengthen customer-centric strategy, ensures that decisions are based on real user needs, not just assumptions. And it also quickly synthesizes user research into actionable insights. What does an empathy map look like? This is a simple empathy map. I will start with the user. We have Mark, a project management software user. What are the things Mark say? Or what are the words that are coming out of his mouth that will let you know that, okay, my product, guys, don't forget, back fronts. What does he say that make you know that, okay, this is the type of product Mark needs? I need a tool that helps me track project progress easily. My remote team, they should be able to collaborate on our projects without stress. What is he thinking in his mind? Yes, even though I'm saying this, is this true? Is it what the subscription costs? Will it be easy for my team to use? So with this thought, you already know that price is a big consideration for him. With this thought, you already know that ease of use is very important for any product this person will pick. So the product you are creating, is it expensive? Is it easy to use? Are you getting it, guys? What does Mark actually do before picking up any product? He definitely wants to sign up for a free trial before he makes a decision. Your product, does it have free trial? Does your field trial, does it cover all the purchasing decision or the purchasing steps for a user on your product? Your product, does it merge like 2-3 tools together? Does it break that process for him? You guys get it? Are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. How is Mark feeling? What are his emotions? What is driving his emotions? He hates disorganized workflow, pisses him off. He doesn't like missing deadlines and doesn't want to start to meet deadlines. He loves automation. He just likes it when things are automated. When I do this, this happens, this happens, this happens. The product you are creating, is it automated? Damilola, can you mute it, please? Thank you, Damilola. How does your product address deadlines? Does it give notice 1 week before, 2 days before, 3 days before? That is what empathy map does. So with an empathy map, you are already seeing the features your product will have for that particular target audience or that your particular persona based on the persona you have created. Does it make sense?
Please come again, sir.
So I said, so with an empathy map, it helps you itemize, it helps you showcase features based on the persona you have created. How? My user, what are the words my users are saying? What problem is he having that is projecting? What problem are in his thoughts? What are his worries? When he eventually does things, what are the things he does? How does my product solve or give him an easier access to the things he does? Emotionally, what are his emotional concerns when he's using products? How does my product fill that gap? Do you get it now? So, Biloba, do you get it now?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So basically, this is what empathy mapping is. Empathy from the word emotions. Yes, Stephen, please go ahead.
Oh, so, yes, sir. So thank you for the teaching, all this one. So basically, this empathy marking, in other words, we can say it falls under these four categories, like a formula, a standard formula
Exactly.
to map. Okay.
So it's also a framework for you to help segment your users. Don't forget, we're talking about user segmentation framework, user personas, empathy mapping, and competitive analysis. We have talked about user persona earlier. This empathy mapping, using emotions to drive the type of users or your engagement with users. Based off on what they are saying, thinking, doing, or feeling. Do you get it, sir?
Can you please explain, sir?
Yes, I get it.
All right. You said what, Tobiloba?
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Can you please explain how a user empathy map or an empathy map segments users? Like if
All
you
right.
can please break it
All
down in layman's terms.
Okay. All right. So fine. So there's a fictional user also. His name is Mark. Mark is a project manager, and he uses project management software. What are his thoughts when he's working or with tools he's using to work? Price. Is this tool worth the subscription cost? So you are creating a product that price-wise is cheap. You are creating a tool that, or a product that it is easy to use. Based off of maybe the onboarding process, there's a good onboarding process on it. So that is how you sell it to somebody like Mark. Based on the things he's saying, he needs a tool that helps track projects. Feature 1, progress tracking. Feature 2, collaboration. So when you are selling to people fictionally, somebody like Mark, what are the things you are saying to him when you are selling it? You can track your project. You can collaborate with this, our product. When you're talking to his subconscious, you're talking on price level, subscription cost, and ease of use. Okay. On an action level, how can he experience doing your product? He can sign up for free trial. Normally, he uses plenty tools, but when he signs up for free trial, he can use a tool that compresses all those tools into one. How does that make him feel after he has done all of that? He has a more organized workflow. He's updated about his deadlines. and all his stuffs, all his projects are automated. So he doesn't need to worry. He knows that he just needs to do one thing. 10 steps will automatically follow. Do you get it now? It has segmented the type of user for you. It has created a user, a pseudo user for you. So when you are creating this product, you know which is for. You know which is not for. Do you get it, Toby? In your head, there's an
Yes, I do.
imaginary person that is using it. In your head, there's a fictional character that is using it. Don't forget, this is another framework type apart from user persona. In creating products. Any other question? So I'll move quickly to the last one. All right. So assignment 2, based on your fictional product in assignment 1, also create an empathy map for a feature of that fictional product. Do we get it? Or do you want me to explain? It's like everybody's tired though.
Head is about to burst.
Don't let it bust yet. Wait.
Please explain, sir.
All right. Based on the product, the fictional product on your assignment 1 that you are using, create an empathy map also for that same product. This time you are not using user persona, you are using empathy map to create it. Do we get it now? Good. Thank you. So let's move to competitive analysis very fast. So what's competitive analysis? So it's basically the process of evaluating competitors to understand their strengths, weaknesses, strategies, and market positioning. It helps product teams make informed decisions about how to differentiate their products, improve their features, and capture market share. Yes, Inelua, you're right. Juliana, you have to go back to the video or speak to any chat to any controller. She'll put you through the assignments. Right. So competitive analysis is basically a situation in user segmentation of creating products where you match products 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does this one have? What does this one have? What does this one does not have? What does this one does not have? What should I add to my own? And against all of them. Basically, that's what competitive analysis is. Do we get it? Good. What are the key aspects of competitive analysis? It helps you identify competitors, direct and indirect competitors. Helps you analyze product offerings. What features does this person have? What pricing? What user experience? What value proposition? It helps you understand market position. How do they brand themselves? What kind of customers are their targets? It helps you exercise their SWOTs. What are their strengths, weaknesses? What opportunities do you have using this product? What are the threats you get, or what are the negatives you get using the product? What don't you get using this product? Their sentiment analysis. What are the reviews like? How do the market see them? What are the feedback on social media and things like that? What are the gaps in their business that you can fit in, that your product will stand out? Basically, in what sense? Unique selling points. What is the importance of having competitive analysis in product management? Like I said, it helps crafting unique selling points. It differentiates your products. It improves your decision making. You're not wasting time on features that are already plenty in market. What is standing you out? It helps you also understand market trends. What does everybody have? What impact will it have if our own product does not have this? Also, pricing and positioning strategy. if there are 20 products in the market and all of them is less than 10,000 naira, it will be a killer if you are putting your own at 100,000 naira to enter market. Risk mitigation, it helps you identify potential challenges before they impact your business. What has happened to these people? Why did it happen? How did it happen? You already have a notion ahead. I'll give you an example of this. This is SWOT analysis for an FCMJ client. You know, we can all reach it. You know what? If I look at their threats, they have intense competition from new entrants, especially startups offering lower rates. If you have this analysis, you already know how to enter markets. Increasing cost of raw materials. Risk mitigation, we mentioned it now. So how do you plan to get your own raw materials at a cheap rate? So what are their marketing channels? What marketing channels are they not offering, or you can't find them? How do you position yourself in those channels? What is in trend now that they don't have that we can add to our own products that we had? Guys, are you getting where I'm coming from as regards competitive analysis now? I'm seeing all their threats and I'm already looking at, okay, these are where I want to position and how to enter my own products. These are the people I want to target. These are the users I want to target. These are places, the users under these their threats. Those are the people I want to target. Those are the people I want to go over on. Do we get it, guys? Reply. Do we get it? Are we good? Let's go on.
Yes.
Good. Another type of SWOT analysis is pricing. You know, this is I saw this somewhere and I said, let me bring it in. You know, you see something like this and you already know that, okay, you're selling mascara. Seller ABC is selling mascara, selling it way on Amazon. The map price is $5. The seller price is $4.5. He's selling lipstick on Amazon, $12. Selling it for $10. Now, if you are putting your own product in the market, you already have an idea of what the price range is on each platform. So if you are going to this platform, you already know idea of what my pricing should be like. Are you guys getting it? This is fictional though, but you know, you get the scope of where competitive analysis come in. So I'm going to show you an example. This is a product I personally worked on. It's one of our products that we managed, but I've removed the brand name for obvious reasons, but for educational reason, I'll use it as an example in class. So I did this as a USP offering. So this is an L&D product. So I pitched it side by side other L&D products in the industry that similar target users are using. Can you guys hear me? Can I go ahead? Good.
Sorry, please. What's L&D?
Learning and development.
Okay.
You know, that's other users or other target users also use in the industry. You have products like Better Help, Sphera, Ahead. I think there is also there's Coach Me, there's Deep Start, there's Calm, there's Abitica. You know, these products, what do they all have in common? Or first, what should an L&D product have? What are key features that L&D products should have? Yeah. So I listed out the products the features one by one. Business EAP, AI-driven personalization, community and social engagement, gamification, real-time feedback and coaching, integrations with wearables and IoT, flexible pricing models, high quality content, time management, progress tracking and analytics, cross-platform compatibility, cognitive behavioral therapy, meditation, fitness, nutrition, goal setting, productivity, habit tracking, emotional tracking, task management, and journaling. These are features that we believe are key aspects of L&D that users have issues with, that they need a problem to solve. They need a solution to solve the problem for them. These are key structures in L&D. So I started listing all these products one after the other. Which one has which one? Okay, Better Help. It has a business EAP. It doesn't have AI-driven personalization. It doesn't have community and social engagements. It doesn't have gamification. It has real-time feedback. You can connect to a coach. What platforms are they on? Web, Android, and iOS. It has cognitive behavioral therapy. So what this shows me is that it shows me each product. It shows me their strengths or the sections of L&D they decide to play in. So this is where my own product is. What are the features does it have? These are the features it has. What section of L&D do I want to play in? You can see where I want to play in, because all these guys are already playing here and they have strong industry presence there. But in this other part, they don't have strong industry presence. So I will go there to play. Guys, are you seeing competitive analysis?
Yes, sir.
And that is how I want to enter the market. They are not playing here at all. They're just doing very few things there. For me, I will do a lot there and maybe less where they are playing, where they have an industry. So when a user comes and he sees that, okay, I'm already doing all of this here, but I can do more here, it gives me a unique selling point to enter markets. Because, so if you want to do habit tracking, you most likely have to use no other product here. If I want to do emotional tracking, okay, I can use Sphera, I can use Ahead. But it means that if I'm doing emotional tracking, I can't do goal setting. I can't meditate with it. I have to go and use another app. So it simply means that for every one of these other apps, you will have to use 2 or 3 other apps to get everything I'm giving you. Guys, do you get my drift? That's basically what competitive analysis does. In fact, this analysis was what made us get this project, because I did this as part of a product teardown for that organization. And this is what I showed them. And this is what I told them we're going to focus on. And really gave them clarity of how they want to enter markets, of how they are doing with other products, of what their competition is like. Guys, trust me, these are not Nigerian products. And my own product was a Nigerian product. The first thing we saw, every one of them, they either have a business EAP and they're on web, Android, iOS. We did not have that one. So those are the first thing we created. We created a business EAP and we added the web version. If you check the trend, none of them has all of that complete. Except Calm. Yeah, Calm has that. And people were using Calm. How many people know Calm here? Has anybody used any of these products here? Ah, Omo, I have a long way. Wow, interesting. That's good. It's fine. It's okay. That's good. So long and short, ladies and gentlemen, that is what and how you will use, competitive analysis to target users. So I've basically shown you how I use competitive analysis to show my stakeholder, my target audience, the people I want to focus on, and what they will get from me. So, and that brings us to the end of the class for today, talking on user segmentation using user personas, empathy mapping, and competitive analysis. Questions, questions, questions.
Yeah, yes, I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead, Steven.
Yes. So based on the competitive analysis, so I want to ask, where would we get the data for our competitors based on all these things you highlighted, the
So, I mean,
gamification and all that? Is it on their website?
Yes, there are plenty websites that their website is there. There are plenty of review sites now. You know, one very bad habit I always do is I'll just do coach.me versus Deep Stash. You see plenty people that have reviewed. You see plenty people that have given feedback. From there, you can deduce your research. You also go on their website. You do what you call product teardown. What do they have? I'm sure that if you go on LinkedIn, you'll have seen different PMs. They do things called product teardown. Somebody can just do a product teardown on Facebook. Basically, teardown is basically analyzing the product. You know, you analyze the UI, you analyze the product, what they have, what they don't have, their target audience, and things like that. So, you know, just go online, just search Facebook teardown or Spotify teardown. You see what it looks. So all this information are out there in the market online.
Okay.
Any other question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's the meaning of a business EAP?
Enterprise accessibility program. So basically, EAP means that how do I explain it? So EAP is basically like a program in L&D that an organization offers to their employees. Sorry. So basically, you're saying that something like your HMO, but in L&D, we use it to, you know, train employees or something that they benefit from. So I'll go into it deeper. So from our user research on this product, this particular product, it showed us that users want to use it. They like using it, but they're not ready to use their money to pay for it to use it. Do you guys understand that dilemma? They will use they don't mind using it. They like using it. Yes, it helps develop them. It helps build them. But they don't think it is important enough for them to use their own personal money. So the common sense thing to do as a product manager is to pivot it and say that okay, if you will not pay for it, your organizations can pay for it for you as an added benefit as you being a staff. So your company pays for it, but you enjoy the service from it. You remember something I mentioned earlier in the first class we had about your users and your customers. So for me, the organization becomes my customers, but they are their staff and my users. So the company has basically provided an EAP service, you know, employee assistance program to assist the employees on a particular niche, either life or corporate. It simply assists their employee status. So it's like an added benefit. So all they just have to do is go on a link, they're an employee, the company has a link, they log in, and they enjoy the benefit of the product of that product. Your company is paying for them. Does it make any sense to you guys?
Yes, yes, it does. So sir, if I get you clearly, it's just like when some companies or organizations, okay, like take for example, the organization I work with, they tell the employees that, oh, okay, you have like a study allocation fee
God bless you.
that
That's an
everybody is entitled to.
exactly. That's an EAP.
Okay. Yes, and they'll pay for the cost that you do.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
So we go into contract with the organization and tell them, we can provide these services to your staff. You just pay for them. So what they do,
Okay.
staff can log in on our platform and they have access to life coaches. They have access to habits tracking, emotional tracking, task management, because this stuff, one way or the other, also affects their work and it improves their work with the organization. That's all we sold to them. It's just that simple.
Okay, but sorry, sir. Sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you, but how does business EAP now apply to competitive analysis?
So the way it applied is this. All right. So what I did was simple, or what we did was simple. We looked at all these products in the industry, which one of them have a business version? That's what you will see. Like, so I'm sure that if you look at some sites, on their menu, you will see business. It means that there's a business version to it. So instead of creating single users, as number of people will come on any platform to sign in, a business version enables you to be able to group users together, maybe by a particular domain. So in its sense, we are not selling business. In its sense, we are selling a group account. So also don't forget, you remember the reason why I said we created an EAP? Users want to use our product, but they don't want to pay with their personal money, their ardent money. They don't mind if somebody else pays for them. So who is the best person that will pay for them and that will not have an issue paying for them? It's the organizations they work for. So we need to help the organizations to be able to sign up and create bulk users. So don't forget what an EAP is, Employee Assistance Program, to basically assist the employee. Does it make sense, Baba?
So makes
Yes.
sense. So are you saying that now even the
Yes,
employees themselves are a type of user?
You said what?
So I'm saying that, are you saying that even the employees are benefiting from the business? They are also a type of user to the business.
The employees are actually the users, but the business is my customer because it's the business that is paying. The employees are not my customers; they are just my users.
Okay.
But the business is my customer because it's the business that is paying. All right. Any other questions? So I was asking a question. I also have a question. So with these few 3 classes, what has changed about your perception of product managing? Or has anything come out differently for you? Yeah, guys, let's do this in 2 minutes. Anybody talking?
So for me, Mr. Bukmanumi,
Yes,
I think what stands out for product management is that I realize that first of all, it's intense than what it looks like, and two, it requires critical thinking and analysis, and especially a data-driven the analysis and decision making. Yes, sir. And please, I would like to say that we would like you to please drop the slide for us, not a link to the slide, because the last time we couldn't download, many of us couldn't download the slide.
I'm sorry about that. Okay, that's not a problem.
Yes, we would like to get it as PDF. Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, you couldn't download the link. What was he saying?
We couldn't like we could access the link, but to now download from the link, it was hard. It was, I don't
Oh
know.
yes, you can't
I
download
forgot
on the
the
link.
error.
You can only view, Abby.
Yes, exactly. And I believe many
Oh,
of us would like to like download it so that we can
okay.
go back to the file.
Okay, I understand. I understand you now. That's not a problem. No problem. I would re-prepare both of them so that you can download them. All right. Thank you. Any other question? So can we call it a day?
Hello, Mr. Benoni.
Yes, Ogechi, please go ahead.
Okay. What I want to ask is about the assignment.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we to present it in the way you did your own persona?
No, no, no,
That
no.
the okay,
I don't
just
want
words.
I don't want you to present it that way. Present it in your way. I just want to see your understanding, that you understand the concept and the idea.
All right.
Whichever way is comfortable for you to present it.
Okay. Thank
Ngozi,
you.
please go ahead.
Good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening.
I think I just project management just to kind of open my. You have to
Because
give
you
it
are
a
breaking. Do you want to
chance.
type out your question? You're breaking.
Can you hear me?
Okay, don't try now.
Yes, I think you have to be
You're still
multitask.
breaking. Just type it out. You're still breaking.
Oh, okay, I'll do. Yeah.
So before we go, assignment 3. Before we go, assignment 3. So there are 3 assignments I've dropped. It is well, yes, I know. So based from your assignment 1 and 2, create a competitive analysis. I want you to pitch products together based on any criteria you want, and give a competitive analysis of it. It's just basic. Yes, Juliana, I will share the slide. I'm waiting for Ngoz's question. Oh, you can please go ahead, yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Falumi. Thank you for everything. Please, I want to ask that when is the deadline for the submission of the assignment, sir?
Damilala, when is the deadline?
So the deadline would be after like upper week.
All right.
So not this week. So it's going to be upper week Monday.
Okay. All right.
Exactly. So the next class we are having with you, that's when this assignment
Yes.
should be submitted to the next
Right
class.
then. All right. Thank you. Yes, Ngozi, go ahead. Or is this the other time? Is she still typing? We're waiting for Ngozi's question no? Before we end class. Ngozi still typing? All right. Yes, you're very correct. You must be able to, as product managers, you must be able to multitask at all times. Even though I don't like the concept of multitask, can we use the word multitask? I will say more like represent multiple roles at once. Thank you very much for that, Ngozi. Chinaya, yes, please go ahead.
Okay, I don't really have a question on today's class. You did a good job. I will just wait for the replay to rewatch it again. Thank you. But I
Okay.
wanted to ask our community manager, because I've attended every class since we started, and it's just today that I noticed an attendance link. So I don't know, is this a new arrangement, or how have we been taking the past attendance if we've not filled the link, or it doesn't count or something? I just wanted a little bit more clarification on that. It was dropped last week. Ha,
So
that's
yeah,
weird.
the attendance, Chinaya, good evening. So the
Good evening.
attendance, I started dropping it last week, so it became effective last week.
Wow.
Yes, last week. So probably you're not aware. So it is something that I'll be dropping at every classes. I mean, in every classes. So you register. I mean, you sign in, then you drop your feedback concerning that class that happened that evening. So
Okay. Is
Exactly.
there any provision, like those of us who have been in class and maybe network threw you out, you came in, you missed the link or something? Is there a way that tracks those that actually attended beyond the link?
I don't think there is to, but I'll ask the technical guy. But I don't think there is.
Good evening.
Good evening, man.
Okay, please, I wanted to ask also about this attendance link. The thing is, I tried signing in for attendance. The link was not working for my phone. So I'd used my friend's link. So it's a Gmail account that is showing there on the required aspect. Although I had put in my Gmail account that I used to register for the class and for the Drive Africa. But I want to confirm, will it be a problem? Because there are two different Gmails there now. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
Mary. Wait, hello, Mary. Can you hear me?
Yes.
When you open the link, there is a section you can switch to another email, and after that section, you see a box to check or tick if that you are using that particular email. If not, then you impute the email you use for your Slack. So that's the one that counts.
Okay, thank you very much. That's what I wanted to confirm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So thank you very much, guys. Any other questions? We need to call it a night. Less than 6 o'clock. All right. In the absence of none, thank you very much, and have a nice weekend.
Thank
Good
you.
Thank
night.
you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir. Good
good night.
night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Femi. Thank you. Good night, sir. Good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night,
night,
everyone.
everyone.
Reach out to Koinsola or
Good night.